Hello everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor in Paradise, a guy's review. This is a Bachelor in Paradise recap, second to last episode. I don't even want to call this an episode. It was 3 hours long. It's a marathon. Do me a favor, find me on Instagram at dneals, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. For Patreon-only content, go to patreon.com/DaveNeal. You can catch my stand-up comedy clips there and other private membership-only podcasts. All right, let's get right into this. As you guys know, I take notes. I read them back to you. No edits, no clips, just me, you, and some notes. Now, yesterday, busy day. I made 4 videos by 7 a.m., all right? Then I went and filmed all day long, a fun project you'll hear about in a little bit. And my voice is gone. That's how it works. Later today, I've got a brand new light coming for my Bachelor Recap Empire. So go to my Instagram if you want to see the unboxing of that. So excited. Thank you guys all so much for that. All right, let's get right into the news. We open with Ivan and Aaron yelling lip to lip. They're just literally lip to lip yelling, just sharing COVID antibodies right out of each other. Here's a power move. Let me tell you something. The winner of that argument is whoever pecks the other one with a kiss. Yeah, bro. Just kiss him right there and walk away. See what he does. Gaze at him in his eyes. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. That's how you win a fight in my book. Becca and Marissa are like, bro, what are you guys doing? Oh, it's so funny, women watching men fight. So they're like doing their nails. They're like, yeah, okay, bro. You guys done flexing on each other? You guys done vacillating your veins? You morons. Women love watching men and their egos engulf in flames. All right, so here's what's going on. Aaron is mad at Ivan because Ivan said he had no plans to swoop in and steal Chelsea. But then the plans change, and that's exactly what happens. Aaron feels it's a betrayal of trust. That's literally the slogan of Bachelor in Paradise. Aaron, have you never watched the show? Bachelor in Paradise, a betrayal of trust. That's what it's called. Here's the deal. Aaron has cried wolf so many times that now that he's actually the victim of a scenario where he has a case to prove, no one cares because it's all like, oh, you've wronged me. You've done this. Listen, I get it. I understand. We'll break it all down. Ivan, I don't know if he's going to come off to all of Bachelor Nation as much of a snake as I think he was during this episode. But we'll have to see if he loses any followers or things like that. I for sure won't unfollow him. I don't play that game. I'm following everybody. I'll follow you home. Ivan is 29, and he keeps referring to Aaron, 26, as a kid, which is hilarious to me. He's like, hey, listen, kid, this kid over here, he's got this young energy. He's going in there. You know what I mean? I got a joke about young energy. I'm going to post it on my Instagram later today. It was from my set in San Diego from Thursday. So, again, sorry for the constant promotion, but I just remembered I'm going to post that in about an hour. So go to my Instagram. Share it on your stories if you find it funny. Do me a favor and help promote that. After it cools down, the bros cool down. This was fun. They cool down, and then they come back together to resolve things, or so we think. I like it when they do that. I like it when they take it upon themselves to say, all right, let cooler heads prevail. Let's come to the table and talk. But then they just get mad again. You know, Aaron apologizes to apologizes to Ivan. He says, if you thought I got overly angry, I always say an apology doesn't, imagine apologizing to your girlfriend or fiance or husband or wife that way and see how it goes. Hey, honey, I'm sorry if you thought I got overly angry. And she's like, you threw the pizza at the wall when your Patriots lost. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. It's so passive. Anyway, I'm sorry if you got overly angry at my recapping, guys. All right, there's a fight going on in the comment section. Someone called me a closet misogynist, and then someone defended me and called me a closet feminist. Ladies, work it out. Which one is it? Aaron apologizes. Ivan gets caught in a lie, saying Chelsea wanted to talk with him. And then the cameras go, and then they show Ivan asking Chelsea to talk. So he's clearly caught in a bold-faced lie. But as we know, the saying goes, it ain't a lie if you believe it. So we don't know what he believes. Did Ivan gaslight Aaron? That's the question. I'm finally waiting to see a real textbook example of so I guess it's not gaslighting because Aaron wasn't there in the first place. So technically, Ivan is just lying to Aaron's face. If Aaron was there in this scene as it happened, then it would be gaslighting as he's lying and making the other person feel crazy by telling him how history works. Did I get this right? Let me know, all my psychologists out there, all my recap psychologists. But I think I got that right. So technically, Not gaslighting. Lawyer Riley sticks up for Ivan. Tells Aaron, take a walk. And then, Riley's like, go take a walk. And then Ivan's like, yeah, there are the stairs. All right, pipe down. Let Riley do the heavy lifting here, okay? Unfortunately, Riley doesn't know that Ivan is lying through his teeth, which sucks because Riley is one of the, I think, most morally sort of like, he's got so much substance to him that he thinks he's going to bat for the right person here. Turns out he's not. That's not Riley's fault, as we'll get to it. So Riley doesn't know Ivan's lying through his teeth. I wish they showed the lie at the rose ceremony like on the TV and let everyone watch it, just like an officiating crew watching the game footage, being like, that's why they need me there with the ref set. Where's my ref set? My ref set's gone. That's why they need me there, just to be like, BS. We have BS on the field. Chelsea spills to Natasha and Becca and Marissa that Ivan asked her to talk, and as soon as Chelsea said that to them, they're like, ooh, that's not the story we heard. And then all of a sudden, everything's falling apart. How the turns have tabled. Chelsea corrects Ivan's account to Aaron. Aaron tells Chelsea everyone ganged up on him and laughed at him. Don't blame everyone, blame Ivan. So, yeah, don't blame everyone for ganging up and laughing on Aaron. They all were operating with faulty information. Wells can't make drinks fast enough to keep up with the drama. Chelsea's like, I'm going to need some Mai Tais right now. Can we get some Mai Tais? Give me the thickest straws you have. Give me those McDonald's straws that make you just get diabetes faster. What are you doing, McDonald's? Quit making straws so thick. Give us a fighting chance over here. You guys know what I'm talking about? Anyway, Chelsea calls out Ivan. Now, Ivan tries to change stories with Chelsea. Wow. Ivan isn't used to lying on camera. I think that's the problem. It's like some men are just manipulative. They'll say whatever they need to say. Maybe women too. And then now that we have cameras, we go, oh, no. We actually have video evidence of you doing the exact opposite of what you're saying. Rose ceremony, Wells is the guest host, announces that something went down at the hotel while evacuating, pulls Ivan aside. Then everyone reacts like the middle school when you get called to the principal's office. Ooh, don't you love that? Wells asks Ivan to lay his cards out and be honest. Ivan says, I was feeling lost here in paradise. So Ivan immediately jockeys himself to play the victim, right? He goes, I was feeling lost. I had no connections. I didn't really know where to go. Last night, I spent time with Alexa at the hotel. Ivan says he had a phone in his room. He saw a producer's phone and saw what room number Alexa was in. So this is getting fishy because it's like, A, why did you have a producer's phone? Was there a producer in the room with you? Did they not lock their phone? Did you turn the phone on and scroll through it? How did you find the database? Or was the producer like, I'm just going to leave this here. This is a contestant you might want to see, whatever. So they hit it off, talking on the balcony. He doesn't mention they hooked up, but then others imply it. We don't know what went on that balcony. Did they bump Harrison's? Did they Jesse each other's palmers? We don't really know. Wells asks if Ivan understands the gravity. Did they spike their coconuts? Did they slam their, did they lance their basses? Did they caress their Burgess? Did they hit their bongs on top of their Little Johns? We just don't know what they did. Not that smooth. Ivan says, love makes you do weird, crazy things. I made a giant mistake. Wells tells Ivan to come clean to everybody. Yeah, Ivan says love makes you do weird, crazy things. But what he means is living in a communal environment where I can't clean the chimney out makes me do crazy things, which I think every guy here will be like, hey, we get it. You know what I mean? You don't clean the chimney out. You don't get the old pipes roto-rooted. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? Ivan sort of blames I wish that wouldn't it be funny if that was an actual excuse you could make in the court of law. Well, Your Honor, I wasn't able to flow. Okay, I'm done. You guys get the point. Ivan sort of blames Paradise for doing a number on me. He confesses his hotel romp to everyone, says he spent a few hours with her, but no word on if they bumped Harry's. Ivan tells Chelsea he wouldn't accept her rose if she offered it. Ivan says he should leave Paradise. I think he meant, well, hey, if you were going to give it to me, I wouldn't take it just because X, Y, and Z. But Chelsea's like, are you preemptively rejecting me right now? Yeah, it's like walking into a bar and be like, ladies, listen, I'm married. You can't get with me. No offense. If you asked me, I would say no. They'd be like, well, we were actually not even looking at you. Riley says to Ivan, we are supposed to be better than that. I'm disappointed. So Riley, again, comes at this with just such a level-headedness, being like, And this is how friends should act. This is how Dr. Joe possibly could be acting with Brendan. You don't disown your friends. You tell them why you're disappointed in them, and you ask them to do better. That's what friends are for. They're not there for perfection. Friends are those little bumper things they put in the bowling alley, in the gutter, so you don't fail. They just push you back in the right direction. That's what good friends do. That's what Riley did here. He's like, bro, we're supposed to be better than that. We had a deal. We were going to come in here and show people we were different. And it's like, not on this beach. They hug. Everything Riley does is so dang perfect. As a power recapper, I never want to disappoint Riley. The worst thing that could happen to me is if Riley calls my voicemail line 401-213-9828 and goes, hey, Dave, it's Riley, and I just want to let you know I'm disappointed in you. I would be shook. I would be shook. Ivan says, I regret it. I have to live with this the rest of my life. It's like, okay, look, Ivan, it's not that serious. Get out of here. You know what I mean? You're all bumping Harry's on a beach. It's not that serious. You made a mistake. You went to see someone. I mean, this, if he ended up with Alexa, this would be the most romantic thing he's ever done. You know, I fought the system. I broke out of my room and I came here for you. You know what I mean? By all means, if I were Ivan, I would be using that to guilt Alexa on a date. I'd be like, listen, you know, I blew up all my chances with other people for you. She's going to be like, thanks. Rose ceremony finally happens. Blake, Demar, and Dr. Joe all get sent home. Quick trip for Demar. I mean, he literally showed up, barely got a tan. They turned him around and they sent him back off. And this is just an example of like showing up to the beach too late. Everyone's already settled down. He's a good catch. He's a good guy. Same thing with Dr. Joe. They had no options. Blake had Tia. That didn't go well. We made a few videos about it. They're chirping at each other. Wells announces that he's the new celebrity guest host. Oh, I got to fly through this. Kenny says there's no passion with Mari. That's all fabricated. We don't. You can just read fabrication right after. Anna Redmond shows up. Yeah, the girl who started the rumor that Brittany Galvin was an escort and essentially smeared another female contestant shows up. Glad we're rewarding Anna Redmond. Look, I think she's probably a nice person. I really do. But the facts are the facts. She didn't necessarily start the rumor, but she shared it on national TV when she didn't have to, and they're rewarding her by putting her on the beach. She asked Kenny if he'd go on a date with her. He's like, nah, I'm all set. Thomas tells Anna he's not available for a date. Third time's the charm. Anna's like, the strong guy. I'll take the strong guy. Give me that guy. And they go on a date together. Nothing like being bronze medal. James and Anna become human churros in a sugar pit. I wish that was a metaphor, but it's not. This is a total bucket list item for me. I mean, I love a good churro. If anyone wants to send a churro my way, edible arrangements, yeah, just stick churros into a vase and give them to me. Thank you. They let snakes massage their backs. No, I don't mean Brendan and Piper. Okay, actual snakes. McKenna shows up, has a hard time finding a single guy, asks Aaron on a date. He says, yeah, she goes, can you go on a date? And he goes, yeah, let's chat real quick. He basically tells her it's a no and that he just isn't emotionally there. This is the punishment he gets for being honest. Aaron was honest. He wasn't into her enough to want to go on a date with her. And everyone goes, oh, how could Aaron do that? What, be honest? You know, people are, oh, I want honesty until it goes against whatever it is you want. Poor McKenna, she feels awkward and doesn't fit in. She can't give away the date card. She's like, well, I'm going to put this thing on eBay. Will somebody buy my date? She says, I hate that Aaron did that. It's embarrassing. Aaron rejected you in privacy, okay? Will you guys leave a comment? Let me know what you guys think about this. I mean, can we give the guy credit where it's due? He didn't reject her in front of everyone. Wouldn't that have been worse? He was like, hey, let's go for a talk. He told her his reasons. It had nothing to do with her. He's like, hey, it's more about me. And it's like, listen, I know men do bad with rejection. Obviously, we're a very violent gender. I totally understand. Women do horrible with rejection as well. Women do, because in most cases, McKenna's not getting turned down. She's probably people are into her. She's got her Instagram, her influencer, TikTok, whatever. She's a hot commodity. But on the show, Aaron's like, I've already had enough. I'm done. And she's like, oh, how dare you? And it's like, what? Be honest. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Ed tells McKenna he would go on a date with her. She's like, I might just go home. He's like, fantastic. He's like, what the heck? Why not? You can't fly home anyway. You got to wait for the next flight. Go on a date with me. Let's have fun. She's like, yeah, I don't know. I was kind of like got rejected already. This is the problem. She couldn't even see a good thing that was right in front of her because she was still ruminating about the past. Hey, that's what happens. Luckily, Ed is the hero of this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. The hero of this episode is Ed. He's great. He's stoic. He's like, I don't care if I wasn't your pick. I'll take you on a date. We'll have fun. Either we'll hate each other or we'll love each other. He goes, you can't cry here, can you? It's paradise. And I'm like, newsflash, you can cry on paradise. She agrees to the date. Big points to Ed for reaching out and saving her experience. They do a rollerblading disco. They have a disco makeout. Hey, who knew Ed and McKenna would click so much? Okay. The episode that never ends. Couples decide they can survive after paradise. They ask the questions, can we do this? Noah and Abigail are on the rocks. Noah says he's falling in love with her. She's like, oh, okay. I'm like a Noah. I'm unafraid to express my feelings with others, and sometimes it's not always reciprocated. Hit the like button. That's how you tell me you love me. Serena and Abigail freak out at the Paradise Prom 80s theme announcement. They're like, oh my gosh. Boy, you want to feel old? None of these ladies were alive in the 80s, okay? You want to feel old? Not gonna lie, wardrobes were great. All the guys asked their girls to prom with simple yet kind gestures. Blake Monar is at home going, simps. You're a simp. You wrote, will you go to prom with me in sand? How could you? The 80s theme prom looked like a great time. Jazzy outfits, ruffled cummerbunds. Becca and Thomas, hardcore smooching. Their relationship is not getting the airplay it deserves. Becca and Thomas are really hitting it off on the beach, and we wouldn't know it if we weren't paying attention. You know what I mean? They're not being featured at all. What gives? You wanted Becca to come for drama? You wanted Thomas to be the villain? They're like, hey, what if we just fall for each other? Tia throws a temper tantrum because she's alone. Aaron asks Tia to go upstairs at the prom to chat. Gives her a corsage, and then they smooch. Hardcore. She's got the fingerless fishnet gloves. It's sexy, right? Aaron has to explain to Chelsea what's up. Hey, them's the ropes. This is how it works. Chelsea says it's rude and disrespectful. Drama at the prom. No stranger to that. Joe and Serena are named prom king and queen. Noah and Abigail have a sour time. That's where we stand. We have a finale next week. Hey, don't forget, if you follow Survivor, I'll be doing Survivor recaps tomorrow morning. So if you're watching Survivor, make sure to watch, comment, and share on that video to boost it in the algorithm. If no one watches, we won't be doing an extra season, but I think we got enough people that are into the Survivor. And don't forget, follow me on Instagram at DNeals. If I post a comedy clip and you like it, share it on your stories. Tag a friend, anything to do to get the word out. I'm going to be actually in Ventura Friday and Saturday doing shows and other content coming your way. So stay in touch. Join the Facebook community, Dave Neal's community. We're almost at 1,000 members over there. A lot of fun discussions. And I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. More content coming your way. Bye, everybody.